bot to show up. And testing microphone. Check. Okay, posting links on social media. Alright, that is done. The bot hasn't showed up yet. Something wrong with my browser. I couldn't try to check with my I hope I can just go and check using my phone. Let me go to stream elements for 1 second. In the meantime, we're just gonna sit on this screen for a while and just have a little moment. Oh, the body's here. Okay, let's check it. Hold on, I need to do something. Oops, wrong. Oh yeah, there it is. And okay, how about now? Let's do a mic test. Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, and we are good to go. Hello and welcome. The emote doesn't show up. Great. Well, already this stream is off to a very good start, and I somehow fucked up with my chat already. Oh wait, that's just... Ooh, that doesn't look good. Oh, whoops. Okay. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Nanaten. Hold on. I need to do this properly. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Nanaten and welcome to Manga Talk. Should I keep using this reverb for this? I don't even have a mic overlay set up, like a mic on this podium. Should I keep using the microphone? Should I keep using the reverb? Yeah, I probably should just turn this off. Yeah. I don't want to put a more burden into my OBS because my OBS has crashed like 5 times over the past 20 minutes while setting up this stream. Yeah. So we're just... Damn it, wrong. Okay, let's try this again. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Nanaten and today we are doing something a little bit different than usual. Well, not that much of a different. The title is different, at least. So yeah. It's the long-awaited Yaoi 3x3 episode. Woo! Alright! Yeah! Yeah, so... Oh, hold on. What is wrong with my yeah. It's the long-awaited Yaoi 3x3. And welcome. Yeah, as you can see, you are dressing a little bit fancy. I got a top hat and I got my 3-eye glasses because God knows why. Oh, the emoji is working. Great. Oh yeah. This is something that I really wanted to try. So yeah, I put them a bunch of custom emojis. Lately, I've been trying to get it work for like a couple of days now. So I put some custom emoji, especially for this particular stream. So if you guys could type Yaoi in the chat, I just want to see how it shows up because I tried to test it in a couple of streams. I did a bunch of test streams, but I couldn't get it to work. So if you guys could try type Yaoi in the chat. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Come on, please work. Please work. Come on. Yay! Woo! We did it, boys! Yeah. So I got like this custom emoji that I made from the thumbnail of the video. And I was working on it for like 2 weeks since the planning of this stream, but yeah. And so if you type Yaoi, the emoji will just start showing up. Yeah. I haven't like tweaked it yet, so if it only showed up once, if you just can't spam it. Oh, I was so stressed out trying to get it to work for the last 48 hours. I'm glad to see it finally worked. I'm also like tried to do this new chat thing, chat box. I don't know if it I'll probably going to try it on the next stream. Basically what I was trying to do is that I want to put like some style into the chat, you know, with those boxy thing where the chat's supposed to go. But I couldn't got it to work on the overlay in time. And for some reason, I also forgot to block the bot from spamming the chat. Sorry about that. So, what we're here for today? Well, let's head on to the podium. So, here it is. The long-awaited Yaoi 3x3 episode. Well, this is a long time coming, actually. Not pun intended. So let me read some of the opening remarks that I got from the script. Yes, I have a script now. Hello, Nanaten here, and welcome to Anime 3x3, where I just sit down and talk about some of my favorite series in particular genre. What? Particular genres. Okay. So this week, out of popular demand, not that anyone wanted to see it anyway, mostly just wanting me to see the chat's reaction, I'm going to reveal some of my slightly degenerate side. But not too much, I hope. I don't want to get banned from YouTube. This is my life now. Yeah, that was on the script. So yeah. This has been a long time coming. I've been teasing it a lot from my previous stream, where I just wanted to talk about some of my favorite yaoi. I talk about some of them actually during my previous manga 3x3 stream. I talk about Titan's Bride a couple of times for some reason. However, that is not my favorite series anyway. So yeah, going in for this stream, there are two ways that I could approach this. Either be completely ashamed of my list, or just go full on fanboy here. Because when I was like curating my list, some of them be borderline questionable. I looked at my list and I was like, oh god, what have I done? Yeah. That was my initial reaction when I was curating this Yaoi 3x3 list. So for those who doesn't know, 3x3 list is basically just we put like a bunch of series in 3x3 grid. Embrace the degenerate. Yeah, alright. That's why I had this top hat. Thanks, Anime Man, for inspiring this wardrobe. So, oh God, this is my life now. all of my audience are degenerates, so we're just gonna plow straight through it. Anyway, going on through this list, we're just gonna jump right into it. So there are rules on how I curate my picks for this particular stream. Rule number 1: it must be from a series that I have watched/read, because some of them isn't actually anime. Most of them are just mangas they're read, and that means your favorite show won't make it. Banana Fish won't make it to the list because I haven't watched it or read it. Or what else that I haven't? What other yaoi series that I haven't did? Umi no Etranger, Stranger by the Sea. I haven't watched that movie yet. And what else? Seaside. There's another one that I've been interested in, but haven't got to watch yet. It's another movie that came out like this year or last year, I think. Anyway, this is just limited to the things that I have read. And number 2, some of this series might not count as a yaoi, but more of a series that may have yaoi pairings inside of it. I'm taking a page out of Gigak's book, and I quote, "It's not about the yaoi anime. It's about anime with yaoi in it. Yaoi is in the heart. It's not always shown out of the sleeve. Sometimes you're gonna look from within to find the yaoi. Just find 2 bishies on the cover and see where that goes." And that's how I approach this list. And 3, of course, some anime did manage to get close to be on this list, but so those will be put on honorable mention by the end of this. And 4, and this is the most important, this list is limited to officially published works. So no yaoi doujins will ever make it to this one. Sorry for those Priapus readers. But doujin works will not make it onto this list. I don't know. Who knows? If I got maybe like 100 likes on this stream, I'll probably do another list for my favorite yaoi doujins. So be sure to hit that subscribe. Wrong tagline. So be sure to hit that like button. Yeah, to let me know if you actually enjoyed this. And before you start it, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Oh, I also actually made another emoji for that subscribe button. So if you actually type subscribe in the chat, the bot stream will probably do that automatically. And on occasion, some sublime subscribe button will just float on the screen. Yup. Oh, citrus. Yeah. So, read Nanaten's latest tweets. Yeah. Be sure to also follow me on Twitter to get notified on when I do this kind of stream. And without further ado, let me just crack this one open. ASMR. Hold on. Let me close the music first. ASMR listeners. Yeah. Let's get started. Woo! Well, let me just crack this one open. Oh, that's good. All right. So, like I said. Anyway, so let's jump right into it. Let me open. Yeah, I probably should. The plan was this thing will go on like for like the way it goes, that I would just make what's it called, a PowerPoint presentation. But if I try that, if I open like a PowerPoint, I'm afraid that my OBS is going to crash again, because a couple of minutes before I did the stream, my OBS crashed like 5 times. So yeah, I'm just going to like load a bunch of images and just pick from there. So without further ado, well, not exactly. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know what's on this list. So here are my my Yaoi 3x3. Okay. Going from the my seat cushion. Okay. So going from the top right, top left, I mean, we have yep, I need some close-ups. We have let me open up my list on my Google Docs. We have Spider and Buddhist priest, and we have ADEKAN, Given, twittering birds never fly, and Yuri on ice, that's in the middle, and on the right and the middle right, that's Twitter. No, the night beyond the Tricornered window. I always messed up with the title for that. Hold on, I probably need to fix the split screen overlay, because the text ain't disappearing soon. Moving on, you've already saw me talking about the bottom left. It's the Titan's Bride, and the bottom middle is I believe it was called the Beast and Monster and the Beast. Oh wait, is it the opposite? Beast and the Monster. Oh, I need to like make this one particular one disappear. And okay. Oh yeah. The Beast and the Monster, and then finally we have MADK. So, what do you guys think? I tried to like making this list as pretty normie, but yet sometimes degenerate. Which one do you want me to start with? So I'm just gonna talk about each of these series. Which way do you want me to go? Well, I could start with the first one on the list. Anyway, this stream is going so well. Oh, I forgot some part on the intro. How are you guys doing this lovely weekend, this lovely evening? I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. And as for me, I just like spending this Saturday just cleaning up my room, trying to set up for this stream. Where is the thing? I'm trying to look for the cover for the... Wait, where was it? Where is it? I know I had it here somewhere. Did I forget to save the cover again? God damn it. This stream is going so well. Wrong one. Where did I put that? Most of my download folder just memes now. Most of them are Cominfo memes. Fuck Cominfo. Okay, that's one fuck Cominfo out of the list. Oh, it must be on the other folder. Hold on, I need to like... When can I just... I probably couldn't zoom in. Hold on. Well, time to type Spider and Buddhist priest manga, Buddhist priest and spider manga into my search history. Motherfucker. Because I somehow forgot to download the cover image. Two months of setting up this stream, and I somehow fucked up the first item on the list. Okay, I got it. Okay. Buddhist priest and the spider. I believe the Japanese title was Bozo Tokumo. Yeah. So this is like going all the way back. I discovered this manga series. It's not actually a series. It's more of a like one volume yaoi manga. Does that make sense? It's a whole volume. You know, a lot of this a bunch of yaoi mangas that I read are just like one-off. They're serialized, but it's just limited to like one full volume. Yeah. So, Buddhist priest and a spider. Well, it tells the story about, well, a Buddhist priest and a spider. Yeah. So, the whole story is that there's this Buddhist priest, and his job was to exorcise a bunch of demons. And one of his traveling companion is demon spider. Yeah. And as the role of yaoi dictates, and they start fucking. That's the whole premise of this manga. Yeah. The only reason I discovered this was that the similarities of another manga that I translate, Ake no Tobari. And one of the reasons that I managed to discover this is that one of the comments of my Ake no Tobari mangas, I read it in like one site, is that they noticed these similarities between Ake no Tobari and this manga. So I started to read it. It's the author of the manga is by Haji, and he does like a bunch of this kind of stuff, like playing with a bunch of mythologies and pairings. I believe their latest manga, yaoi manga. It's called Saruto Momo, where it plays around with Journey to the West mythology. But this one is what introduces me to Haji. Actually, this is the first Haji manga that I read. And there is one thing. I'm reading through my notes here. Yeah, I couldn't help but to notice how every yaoi manga that has only like one volume has the exact same plot beats. Okay? So I need you to like close your eyes and imagine and start picturing your favorite one volume yaoi, assuming that you read one, of course. So yeah, in every one volume yaoi manga, there's always the first chapter. It always starts with introducing the character and the main premise. A little bit of world building, okay? And we got introduces to one specific character. So in yaoi there are two parts. We have the seme and we have the uke, and we started getting introduced to one another, and they started meeting each other. They started bantering, and then they started fucking. They start fucking, and they have sex, and that's basically the end of the first chapter. The second chapter, usually the uke, they will, or the bottom, they will start getting flustered and start to play around a little bit. And the top, the uke will start doing this a little bit of teasing, should I say? They start teasing the uke, and they started doing this, and they start fucking some more. And by chapter 3, they started going through this casual relationship kind of thing, and they start delve down to their character, usually the uke. They start going through their backstories, and they start maybe there's some sort of a little bit of trauma in there, just to spice up the dynamics between them. And of course, it ends with more fucking. And then we go to chapter 4. This is where we start to delve into the Seime's backstories. And usually, this is where the casual relationship start to develop more. Okay, and then the tension between those two characters start to rise. We got some conflicts. Usually one of the pairings start to demand more of the relationship, and there's some build-up tension. And there's no sex in this. Anyway, the main parents start broken up or something. They start to be separated. There is the honeymoon period is over, and they have some dating blues. They started getting some blue balls until finally the 5th chapter, and this is the climax. Pun intended, where all of those build-up tensions started to finally being brought together, and they both make up, and they have one last sex. And you can open your eyes now. Did I just describe your favorite yaoi? If so, type yes. Type yes in the chat. Oh, and usually there's this one epilogue chapter that wasn't in the serialization in the magazine version. It's just going to some either it culminates in either another sex scene or just some cool illustrations. That's usually how one volume yaoi usually goes. And that's probably the reason why some of the things in this series, some of the mangas in the series was more into serialized stuff that has more than one volume. Because, well, I've already made my point. All of the plots in the one volume yaoi, they're basically the same to me. I just read them. I mostly just sped read through them. But this made it to the list because it's the ones that leave some of the impression on me. Because, like I said, the similarities between this and the Akenotobari, especially considering the Buddhist priest looks a lot like Reimei. Oh my god! Oh my god! I just realized we have the same hair. We have the same hair color. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please do not try to project me into this image. Do not try to imagine that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, next item on the list. Just oof. Just oof in the god. Oof in the chat. Oh, there it is. There's the subscribe button. Be sure to hit that. Okay, next up. I guess now I found out why I like this. Making this list, I discovered more and more things about myself. Okay. Next on this list, we have ADEKAN. Wow, that is a huge image. That is a thick image. Okay. Next up, we have ADEKAN. Which was I've talked about this in my manga 3x3, and how this is the only yaoi that I read back then that I admit to have read and have liked. So and one thing actually that's curious enough, when I first discovered this, there was a yaoi tag in it back when I read it in Kiss manga. But if you try to check the manga now, it has been downgraded to shonen ai, which is what the original tag should be. Because well, I know I said that. Oh, I haven't said it. Like when I was I haven't mentioned this, but when I was curating this list, I made a rule that in the list, the main pairing should be having sex for it to be counted as yaoi. But this is one of the exception for the rules. Because, well, first of all, it's my first yaoi that I have ever read, and the only one that I have ever admit on my Facebook that I have read and liked. I'm actually trying to get like my friends to read this, because this is the one that I actually recommended to like a bunch of friends. So to elaborate, the story of this is that it sets in the Meiji era, right back when the Japan just opened up their borders, and they started to have this modern revolution. And there's still like bits of traditional Japan in there, and it tells a story of this young police officer. I already forgot what his name was. Hold on, let me look up the synopsis for 1 second. ADEKAN. Alright. So, the whole plot... Oh, citrus! And where's the character? Oh yeah. So there's this police officer, Kojiro, the one in the... wearing a hat. And Kojiro here is the... like I said, a police officer, and he was investigating like this case, and one of the clues leads him to this slum area where he met this umbrella maker named Shiro. And one particular thing about Shiro is that the umbrellas that he sell, it's more of an art piece, because with lots of intricate designs, and to be told, it wasn't really practical, the umbrellas that he sold. So he's essentially broke, and as you can see, he barely wears any clothes. So there's this whole dynamic between Kojiro and Shiro. Well, Kojiro will always try to like put on some clothes on him, especially a piece of underwear, which is most of the yaoi jokes gets from. And so turns out Shiro was also investigating the same case, although for different reasons. So one day, the police officer Kojiro was surrounded by a bunch of thugs, and then Shiro comes to help and immobilize like all of the thugs that tried to attack Kojiro. Turns out, Shiro was actually comes from this line of superhumans. And he used to be a really skilled assassin, a really skilled ninja of sorts, whose specialty is his concealed weapons underneath his clothes, which is why he doesn't wear any anymore. Yeah, and there's also this plot point where he has this, according to this Wikipedia article. He also the elixir of life, which is his group of assassins use to retain their youth and keep themselves from dying, because their people have this tendencies to die young. Yeah, so he was on exile and he was being chased by like a bunch of people. So there's this whole dynamic between Kojiro and Shiro that I really liked, which has really captivated me. It's the same dynamic that I have between Tobari and Reime from Ake no Tobari. Again, you should really check that out, Ake no Tobari. The series is about to end within a year. My translation is about to end within a year, because in Japan the final chapter finally arrived just this week, and which is why I'm not really which got really into me, the dawn of realization that the series that I'm working on is finally ending. Anyway, back to ADEKAN. Another thing about this that really draws me is the art. is the art itself. The art is, if you see the cover, it is exactly what you get. You know how the cover of a manga really exaggerates? But in this, you know how when in colors and in black and white, there's a really big contrast? Somehow, the author, what's her name? Now Tsukiji, somehow managed to like make the black and white art look really vibrant. Yeah, it was highly detailed. Like all these flowers that you see, that's you get that in the manga panels. And even without colors and just black and white, it is so highly detailed. Like one of the praise, like bunch of reviewers, is how the background images, the architecture was highly detailed, and you just don't see that in other series, at least at the time when this came out, especially not in Yaoi series. I just looked at my notes, and one of the things that I specifically wrote down is the strip terrific outfit. Like how the battle uniform that Shiro wears is basically just, he's basically a ninja bishonen throwing kunais in corsets. Yeah, that's what I wrote in my notes. Ninja bishes fight in corsets. And if you actually go to YouTube, there's like a bunch of clips. And so this series got so popular, it got like 3 stage performance. There's like live action musical of this manga, the musical adaptation of this ADEKAN. You can find like a bunch of clips on YouTube. You can actually see how these stage actors do action scenes in corsets. Oh my god, it was so funny to look at. So yeah, another thing, but the thing that really bugs me, at least at the time when I was reading, because the translation haven't been done in like years now. The translation kind of stops, and it actually got officially translated in English, but those licenses was expired like years ago as well. But one of the things that really is a minus point for me is that I read way too much mystery series, and I've been going on this series like for very long, that some of the later so this manga, they have like this case of the week format, like a bunch of arcs where they deal with a couple of cases. And I read so much mystery series at the time that the twist feels like predictable to me. Like how the least suspected person is actually the culprit of the case. Like the butler did it. That's actually all of the twists most of the time. Claiborne's EX. Hi Ene, welcome. Hi, konbawa. But yeah, if you have free time, be sure to try and have it, like, give it a go, because like I said, The art is so top tier. Like my top hat. How you guys like my top hat? Anyway. Next on the list, the third one on this list is drum roll please. What is it? I remember I put it right here. Why do I keep missing? Oh, there it is. Given. I need to stop taking images from Zero-chan. Classy, lol. Yeah. So Given. Let me go through my notes here. This is actually like I really put this one on the list like at the very last. Yeah. So for those who hasn't read it, what essentially this is, it's basically Beck, but all of the members of the band are gay. It's basically gay Beck. Yeah, that's what I wrote in my notes. Yeah, and the music is actually really good. It has really like this honest approach in music. That's what really got into me. Otherwise, I wouldn't watch it. But the first episode, the way that Mafuyu, the main character, approaches music is really, really like honest. Like if I were try to get into like learning guitar, I'm probably going to through the same journey as Mafuyu, the main character here. And you probably already know how the basic plot goes. So there's this band, and the main character Mafuyu and his boyfriend has just passed away because of suicide. And one of the things that Mafuyu inherited was a guitar from his late boyfriend. So he approaches a member of the band asking how to play guitar, and he started joining this band, and the manga chronicles their musical journey. For the first season actually just leads up to their first stage performance, that the climax of it, oh dear. Back when it was airing, lots of my Utaite friends really like sing a bunch of covers of Mafuyu's song, the ones that was sang in the final episode, because like I said, the honest approach, the way how Mafuyu like pours out his feeling into the song at the final scene, it's really touching, man. And another thing, it also teaches me like one of the important lessons of all, that you should never drink alcohol. You should never drink alcohol, and I take that lesson very seriously. Yeah, that's why I read, and that's why I drink a zero alcohol beer. Because at the time, I was really at this really bad place, and I was afraid that if I drink alcohol, I might result to something really drastic. Also, I just drink alcohol because it really got non-alcoholic beer, 0%, because it really helps with my voice when I try to record music. And that's why I really enjoyed the Given, because the music just really top tier. I haven't actually watched the movie yet, but I have read the manga that the movie adapts. Well, it's not really the first, it's not as good as the TV series, it also like it's fine. It's fine, I guess. And I read like the latest chapter, and it's just the build up to that is still the latest arc hasn't concluded yet. So I'll just save my thoughts if someone asks about what I think of Given's latest arc, the latest storyline. I mean. Oh yeah, one of the other things that I really like from the last final episode of Given is that what's the name of the bassist of the band, of the Given band? Hold on, I need to like look this up. Given Manga. Yeah, so what's the name of the other members? Ritsuka, yeah. Oh, he's a guitarist. My bad. So yeah, so throughout the series, there is this whole dynamic. There's been hinted that Ritsuka was really into Mafuyu, but I just dropped my macro keyboard again. So yeah, the Ritsuka and Mafuyu pairing. They're the main pair of this show, and I really like the fact that the final episode, it was Ritsuka who decided to kiss Mafuyu instead of the other way around, because it's Ritsuka that manages to pull Mafuyu out of his grief and led to that climactic scene, because at that time Mafuyu finally be able to let go of his dead boyfriend, and we actually like got a glimpse of what their life together used to be, Mafuyu and his late boyfriend, and it really stuck to me how it was Ritsuka who engages in the relationship finally, because throughout the show we've seen like through the POV of the Mafuyu character. I'm really rambling to this stream. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Next up on this list, we have... Oh, this is actually my favorite. Suzuru Tori wa Habatakanai, or translated in English as Twittering Birds Never Fly. Yeah. This is actually one of the anime that I read the manga, but I haven't seen the movie yet. So it was really a surprise when they finally decide that this is getting a movie, because, well, this particular storyline the manga is a really slow burn, in my opinion. Hold on, let me... Twittering Birds Never Fly. Yeah. So to put in a summary, the synopsis, let me read this Wikipedia. The series follows Yashiro, a young high-ranking Yakuza boss and president of a front corporation. He is assigned a new bodyguard, Chikara Domeki, who discovered that his employer is a hypersexual masochist. And Yashiro develops an attraction to Domeki, who rejects his advance. Yashiro later discovers that Domeki is impotent and pursues a sadomasochistic relationship with him. Yeah. So, the guy in the front is Yashiro. He's this basically this super masochistic guy who's really like what's the male equivalent of a nymphomaniac? Yeah, he just craves for sex, and there's this guy, Domeki, the guy at the back chasing Yashiro. He's like this stoic, tall guy, really well built, muscular, and it's like really this stoic. I don't know, but I really have a thing about tall, stoic male character. I don't know what's up with that. There's something really cool about tall, well built, stoic character. Hold on, let me go through my notes. the only thing that I wrote on my notes is that I'm surprisingly invested in the will they won't they relationship between Yashiro and Domeki. That's all I wrote because it's true. Yeah, this manga is really slow burner, and it's so slow burner that the plan for the anime film is that they're trying to make it as a trilogy of sorts. So the first movie just released like last year, I think, and I heard they're making 2 more. So yeah, and throughout the entire Yakuza arc, both of these characters, like, they don't engage in anything. There's a bit of teasing, there's a bit of little bit of foreplay, but they never engage in physical relationship until like so late in the story. Like how many volumes were there until they finally engage, like in physical relationship, not getting married. And that's a spoiler, by the way. I think they finally had sex in like volume 5, 6, 8. I don't know. It was like, I already forgot, but the build up to that was, yeah, you know how people really like the will they won't they relationship of some rom-com? This is the ultimate will they won't they relationship. So yeah, I really highly recommend to read this manga, or just watch the movie. Even you can try to like I'm not saying anything, or you can watch it. Just try on some sites. I'm going through this list like so fast. I mean, we're already like halfway through the list. Sorry. And next one on the list is Yuri on Ice. Yeah, if you see, yes, Yuri on Ice, aka everyone's favorite sports yaoi manga after Free. Yeah, Free won't make it to the list. Sorry for that. Yeah. Before I want to tell about this Yuri on Ice, I just want to make a quick shout out to Yuzuru Hanyu, Japanese pro figure skating, who just retired like this year. Yuzuru Hanyu he's the one that inspired this anime. Like, he did like a bunch of choreography, the figure skating choreography for the Yuri on Ice scenes. So it's really sad to see him retire at the age of 27? But I wish him really well. So, for those who doesn't know Yuri on Ice, in my notes I said it's free, but ice skating. Yeah, that's basically it. Man, I remember watching this as it airs, and the first episode, like I'm like the only one in my family who watches this because I remember watching this like in my room. Actually, it was this room, back in my parents' house. Uh, when was this aired? Like 2014, 2015? And the first episode, like, it really sold me on the show. Like the final scene where Yuri did where he performed Victor's routine in the first episode. Like, that really got me. It actually got me into Mappa Studios works. Even like after that, I start watching Rage of the Bahamut. Oh my god, that's the only Mappa Studio anime that I watch. I never watch Attack on Titan or Jujutsu Kaisen even. I just watch like Yuri on Ice and Rage of the Bahamut. What else? Mappa Anime Studio. Mappa Studio anime that I watch. Those two are the only things that I could remember. Was Promised Neverland Mappa? Huh. So yeah. The figure skating. All of the... What really captivated me is how all of the choreography was actually rotoscope by Yuzuru Hanyu's performance. They were rotoscope, like his choreography. He did the choreography. Again, shout out to the guy. And what really... Another thing about Yuri on Ice, another point, is that how they somehow manage to like reuse the same footage over and over again. But they somehow made it works by putting like the characters' monologue, internal monologue, and couple of some new scenes in between, and each skate performance feels different. Like each of Yuri's performance, like they use the same animation, like for Yuri on Ice and what's other Yuri's performance? Agape. They use like the same animation, but each performance felt different because of the technique that they use by using internal monologue and putting new scenes in between. Yeah, and they managed to do that like 8 times. So I gotta give props to that. And again, the animation was really fluid. One thing on my notes: watch for the sport, stay for the gay. Yeah, that's actually my tagline on how I tried to sell the show to people that I know. Yeah, I watch for the sport because even if you don't like the Victor Yuri pairing, it's still a really decent sports journey. But you know, what really got me invested is, of course, the Yuri and Victor relationship and how they built their relationship from admiration, how Yuri really looks up Victor, and to become this student-mentor relationship until finally it develops into something more, into lovers. Because wow, the kiss scene at what episode was that? 7, 8. I was like screaming in joy when Victor start to leap into Yuri and just kisses him. We did like this. There's this story, like my cosplay group. We did like this event at a mall. It was back in New Year's 2015. It was New Year's Eve. Yeah, it was New Year's Eve 2015, and one of the circles that anime circles that we invited, they started to do Yuri on Ice marathon, right? And the kissing scene starts coming, and when Victor just leaped towards Yuri, the whole floor just cheers, of like, yes, yes. Oh my god, it was the best moment of all time for me. Well, not really. I'm getting lightheaded for some reason. I haven't eat dinner, so I'm feeling a little bit peckish. My only sustenance is this non-alcoholic beer, and I don't think that's really enough. So yeah, I'm really excited for Victor prequel movie, and when did they announce that? Like 3 years ago? We still haven't gotten the as close as a trailer even. Yeah. Anyway, can't wait for the movie. Or actually, just give us season 2, Mappa. Really, just give us season 2 of Yuri on Ice. Anyway, next up. Wow, that is a thick image. Wow. That is you. How big is this image? Remind me to not getting image from Zero-chan. Because goddamn, I'm still trying to resize this. Oh, is there a way? Transform. Hit the screen. There we go. Next on the list, The Night Beyond the Tricornered Window. Okay. So I believe this was last year's. I believe it was for the fall season, or is it for the summer season of 2021? So the story was the synopsis. Hold on, let me look up the synopsis. The Night Beyond Tricornered Window. Whoops, misspelled that. Yeah, The Night Beyond Tricornered Window. According to Wikipedia, it tells the story of Mikado, the glasses guy, and he has this ability to see ghosts or supernatural elements, and he is really afraid of the supernatural. And one day he met this blonde dude named Rihito, and he works as an exorcist, and his job is to seek out ghosts and start exorcise them. But in order to do that, he needs a catalyst of sorts. So he start hiring Mikado, and they just go and start exercise Ghost until one day they come across this girl named Erika, and who also has the same ability as Rihito. And the way that she does it is that she inflicts curse on people, how they trick people and start inflicting curses on them. And then the whole draw for this series is that how Rihito is this mysterious person, and as the story goes along, Rihito's backstory starts to be revealed, and how Mikado is Mikado's life intertwined with Rihito, and how all of the characters in the show is actually connected. So this particular one, well, it does market it as a yaoi, but it's actually not. There wasn't like any sex scenes in it. There is the main pairing of Rihito and Mikado, but their relationship was more of a work friends. Like from the first episode, like it's while they do make a bunch of sexual innuendos, their relationship so far, as I read in the manga, it hasn't like developed way beyond than work relationship, than professional work relationship. But they keep making this a bunch of gay jokes, like the first episode when Rihito demonstrated his exorcist power by quote unquote going inside Mikado. all this, they just started saying lines from like a bunch of doujins, like how does it feel of me being inside of you? They just start whispering these lines, like how does it feel to be inside of you, or just relax and let me take charge, or and Mikado just started to say like, oh no, it hurts, oh my hole is getting wider. I showed some of the clips to my work friends, and they were like, dude, what the fuck are you showing me this? I really, oh god, I'm getting lightheaded. I'm probably going to take like a short break just to get like bunch snacks from downstairs. Okay. But another note is that it has a really good world. Oh wait, that's wrong note. That's for the wrong series. That's my note for ADEKAN. Anyway, the notes from Night Beyond Tricornered Window. It has a really nice supernatural element. It kind of reminds me of Holic even. Like the whole mystery behind of it. Like who is this Rihito? This enigma that is Rihito, and what his connection with the police, or how his connection with Erika, and what their relationship with his relationship with Mikado even truly mean. And yeah, it has really this complex mystery on surrounding the main characters and how they actually relate to each other. Not relate in blood. This isn't incest, not incest or anything. It's just how they all interconnected, some kind. So yeah, highly recommended. Please check it out. I should probably go make a tier list for this. Too lazy for that. Anyway, I'm gonna take a little short break. I'm just gonna go downstairs and grab some peanuts. Well, be right back. Okay, and we are back. Wow, that is a lot of oranges. Hello, and welcome back. I just went downstairs and grabbed like a bunch of chips. I got like this deep fried banana chips my mom made. Oh. Oh. I need to like turn off the music. Just ASMR listeners. Yeah, that's right. I should probably boost that. I'm gonna boost the volumes. Oh, this is really dry. This is really crispy crisp. I have to like whisper, and perhaps the sound of my fan, the sound of my electric fan. This is all my brain. I'll turn down my volume. How did that sound, by the way? Hold on, let me check my video. Wow. ASMR listeners, enjoy. We're going to take yeah. Okay. 3 more bites and 1 sip of non-alcoholic beer, and we'll move on to our list. Hold on. 1 more to go for the ASMR. Okay, ASMR listeners, enjoy.
Did you know that I also have a Patreon page where you can go and get 1 week early access to all of my future content, such as manga translation and all other stuff? This week on my Patreon, we have Korsel no Ryujushi Koryu Monogatari, Chapter 30. Oh my god, the chips are really thick and sometimes really sharp. The banana shape, when I bite into it, it makes like this really jack, like crack. It actually really cuts deep into my mouth. Okay, hold on. Wow. And now, this is the sound of the jar of chips being closed. And I'm gonna take a sip of my non-alcoholic beer. Okay, and if you don't want to miss more of this kind of stream, be sure to hit that subscribe button. See that thing? Like that big red yellow button below? That's the subscribe button. If click it, make it turn gray. And if you have already done so, hit that bell button. Okay, now I'm gonna turn down the volume.
Alright, that's the end of that bit. Oh, I'm so refreshed now. Oh, I also like have this a bunch of peanuts. Oh, okay. I don't have place to play to throw the peanut shells. That's a mistake. Mhm. Peanuts and beers. Man, what a weekend. All right. Next up, uh, on this list is we've already talked about this, like this one, like a bunch of times already. Uh, Titan's Bride. Yeah. I've talked about this show more often now that made my 3 by 3 list. Like I like mentioned this for like 3 times now. I made like 3 4 3 by 3 lists, and I mentioned Titan Spread in like 3 of them. I don't know why. I don't even really like it that much. Yeah. For those who doesn't know the premise, it tells the story of this high school dude named Koichi, uh who one day got isekai to this fantasy land. He was isekai by this race of giants, and because and this particular manly giant named Caius, he was summoning Koichi so he can turn him into his bride. hence the title, the Titan Sprite. And so he got summoned, and then they start fucking, and then I start fucking. Um, they start fucking, um, and yeah. And one of the challenge is that, of course, the size difference. I remember, seeing this meme. Uh, there's this like a juice box and a straw. There's this like three different images of a juice box and a hole poked into it with different yaoi protagonist's name. So there's this dude, small poke, and there's this dude, there's a huge poke, but still manageable on the straw hole. And then finally, there's Koichi, and there's this the whole box is just torn, just basically torn. Oh my god, it's such a funny meme, and that's basically what happened. The latest arc that happened is that they were trying to get around that problem, the size difference. uh, so yeah, it's one of the yaoi anime that I accidentally mentioned of having watched. And considering this, I'm just, just give it to you guys straight. Yes, I did watch. Yes, I do watch this whole season even. Yeah, and that's one of my notes of this because the last time I didn't actually, for my isekai 3x3 list, I only put it in there just to incite like a reaction from people. This time I do have gripes about this. Is that the first season actually ended without any of the plot points resolved. So I was really frustrated that there is no second season because the whole plot point of the first season, one of the main issue is how Koichi wants to return to his original world, back to Earth. That's actually the main conflict of the first season, and why the Koichi refuses Caius. And the show ended without having that resolve. They just, uh, they all went to, oh, by the way, I actually really like you. But that being said, I'm still conflicted and I still want to return home. That never got resolved, and it's really frustrating. Of course, I read the manga after that, and I'm not going to spoil anything about what happens afterwards. After that issue, but they eventually managed to resolve that problem eventually. And the fact that Caius and Koichi was actually a summon, was a special character in the game Gai. It's really funny. Because it's also one of the reason why I want to play the game. You can check out the other stream archive where I actually played the game Gai. Yeah. So that's all the things that I have to say about the Science Bride. And we're moving on to the next manga or show on the list. Next we have, wow, that's really small. Kedamono to no, Bakemono to Kedamono, or the official English title is the the Beast and the Monster. Yeah. So this one is a really tricky one. So the basic premise is that there's this huge monster, this beast. Uh, God, I forgot what his name was, and he he lurks in the forest. He resides in the forest and never had any human contact before. And one day, uh, he when he was patrolling the forest, he saw this old man being attacked by a bunch of people inside the forest. So the beasts, I'm just gonna refer to them as such. The beast start to he helps the old man, and he tries to help him getting out of the forest. And they start traveling in the forest together. And the beast was really captivated by the old man until finally, when finally they reach the very edge of the forest, into the nearest town, the beast finally decides to travel together with him. Now, one of my notes, it says that, yeah, so this manga, it started out as a web comic on Twitter, by Renji Renge. Yeah, that's, I believe that's the author's name. So they first started posting it on Twitter. I believe there's a fan translation up until like chapter 3, but then it got picked up by official serialization because after the Renji Renge post this on Twitter, it got picked up for serialization, right? So, but Renji Renge still posts latest chapter on their Twitter. Yeah, so it's still a web comic, but with a physical release, and it got officially translated in English as The Beast and the Monster. And oh yeah, this is actually a major spoiler. I keep referring this huge guy as the Beast because that's actually the intention. Uh, a major plot actually reveals that the old man actually has this superhuman ability, and so he was referred to as the monster, hence the title. He was being hunted by a bunch of people, and he just used his supernatural ability to evade said pursuer. He has this like really a charming, charismatic feel, and he just wasn't really into deep romantic relationship. He just really sort of a free guy. He's just someone who's looking for a romantic thirst. But the beast wasn't having none of that. He wants the monster for himself. So they started traveling, and more of the stuff about the old man start to reveal. There's this like really alluring element of mystery surrounding the characters, like where they come from or what they do before meeting each other, and why are they in that sort of situation. I haven't read like past chapter 16 actually. I plan on picking it back up again. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. You can read Japanese version for free on Renjirenge's Twitter account. That's where I usually read it. All right. Next up. Wow, we're almost done with the list. This is probably one of my shortest one. But for some reason, my honorable mention list got really huge. Okay, so I've been wanting to talk about this for a very long time. This is probably the most degenerate uh manga on this list. Um so this is called MADK. It was by Suzuran Ryo, the same author that the same author of Ashitaka Iron Hero, but under a different name. Now, I'm really a huge fan of the guy's works. He also created, wrote this other manga called Jinba. It's about centaurs in feudal Japan. Anyway, about this particular one. Okay, tag warning. Okay, I look at the cover, and I looked it up, and one of the flag tag is that this is vor. uh yeah, hold on. I need to yeah. So this tag warning, this contains vor, which is probably makes it the most degenerate yaoi manga on this list. Okay. So the story. So to tell the story, there's this kid, there's this boy named Makoto. All right. So he start looking through some ancient demon books and start try to summoning a demon. A demon finally showed up. This horned demon named M, not M, named J. And he was really surprised that a young Japanese boy, managed to summon him, a high class demon. And then he started to ask, "What do you wish for, boy?" And Makoto says, "Let me devour you," in literal sense, like, let me consume you, let me eat you. I want to engage in war. Yeah. And that whiplash, like, really got to me. Oh, I'm still getting more lightheaded. Time to more chips. I'm gonna like consume more chips because yeah, I'm starting getting really hungry. Yeah. So anyway, over the next couple of months, I need to finish this. Oh, I forgot to turn on my music again. Okay. So for the next couple of months, Makoto and Jay start engaging in this war relationship where every day Makoto will eat a piece of Jay starting from the bottom. They start from the feet. They start eating him in all sorts of ways. We see this through a couple of montage, and until finally, Jay start having none of it. Okay, and he start to ask, "What are you really wish for? What your degenerate side truly wish for?" And Makoto wished to engage in a sexual relationship with Jay, while Jay was being devoured. So Makoto then start eating him while engage in sexual intercourse. And the scene was so graphic yet so virile. I don't know how to describe it. And until finally, Jay starts to rip out his own throat and goes, "Makoto, put your dick in this." So he did. He's literally deep-throating him. So Makoto start literally deep-throating him, and the penis just start to show through the throat and out to his mouth. It was so graphic. It's so graphic and beautiful at the same time. And until finally, when they climax, and Makoto then finally come to this. Oh, citrus! And Makoto finally have this relationship that his realization that he was so fucked up in the head that after engaging that, he could never feel the same satisfaction as he just experienced. And then Jay just chop off his head and claim Makoto's soul. And then we cut to a couple of moments later where Jay took Makoto to hell with him and start praising him, and so Makoto can become a demon himself. And the rest of the manga, the rest of the series chronicles the story of how Makoto becomes the greatest demon of all time, even greater than Jay. There's this there's this unique dynamic between Jay and Makoto that start from servant master relationship, and then further develops to lovers, and then develops to student mentor relationship, and then finally it develops into bitter rivalry, all while still how should I say it? While still within the context of being a romantic partner. Yeah, like I said, it was a really graphic series, but I think it just enhances the demonic nature of the series. Don't get me wrong, it's still gore, but there's something about that really intrigues me. Me being degenerate. Yeah, and the demon's creature designs was so detailed, and because Suzuran Ryo, if you go to his profile, it actually revealed that he used to work for Capcom, The dude used to work for in Monster Hunter series, designing the creature, and that's a really cool detail. So you can actually see a bunch of the like this fantastic design because, well, he used to work on Monhan, and that is really cool. And it actually got officially translated in English, so you can go and look up the manga for yourself and pick it up. I also like highly recommend you to read his other works, like Jinba. Jinba hasn't been officially released in English, but there is a French translation of Jinba. I forgot what the French name was. And his other works that got translated in English is Ashitaka Iron Hero, which you should really check out. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. That's all that that's the end of tonight's list. Should I go for the honorable mention list, or should I end it right here? Because wow, because I have like so much honorable mention list here, so I'm just going to go through it all very quickly. Okay. Honorable list number 1. Where is it? Where is it? I remember I put it in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Number 1, Gakuen Handsome. Because the memes. Yeah. Yeah, so let that sink in for 1 second if anyone wants to talk about it. The Yaoi chin. The chin anime. Yeah. And second honorable mention, Cardcaptor Sakura. Well, not technically a yaoi, but Toya Yukito OTP. Whew. Burning through this list really quick. Huh. I got really hungry. I'm starting to running low on energy. And the next one on the list is Nekomada by Kuku Hayate. Okay. This one is really odd because I found this like in Yaoi sites, but the only reason why this was here, well, there is actually like, again, I found it in Yaoi manga sites, but I'm just a general fan of Kuku Hayate stuff because I actually discovered Kuku Hayate from his non-yaoi works when he was doing what's it called, Sasemo Warukunai. What relocation wasn't so bad, which tells a story about a really accomplished knight who got relocated to this rural village, and he was married to the village chief's daughter, and they just having a really romantic newlywed life. It was really short, but I really like the Kuku Hayate's art, so I started browsing to their other stuff, and was really great. There's this one called oh wait, oh my bad. This manga is called Mononofu. I somehow like mistook it from his other works that I actually enjoyed, Nekomata. So yeah, so Nekomata. Anyway, Nekomata tells the story of a police officer in Edo area in feudal Japan, who can see this bunch of spirit cats that resides in people's home, and he's the only one who can see them and interact with them. Yeah, it's really not. It's really I read it for the floof, okay? Yeah, I read it for the floof, and it's a really comfy slice of life stuff. And so does this Mononofu, which is the actual manga that I found in Yaoi manga sites. So this Mononofu tells the story of this feudal lord in Japan that found this spirit of a cat. Wait, did I just describe Nekomata again? Yeah, but so this lord take the spirit cat and made him his retainer, one of his vassals, and it just tells the daily life of the people in the castle, how they interact with the spirits, and there's a lot of yaoi in there as well. So yeah, do check that out. And next one is Boku no Danna-sama. Yeah. So this is by Nao Nobora, and I just put this here because it's her only works that has more than one volume. Yeah. I start wondering why there's so many things on this list, or just furry. They're just furry stuff. Yeah, so Boku no Danna-sama tells the story of this prince who is married to this peasant, but the peasant have this sorts of special powers or something, and they start fucking, and they have a child together, which is kinda, yeah. Speaking of Mpreg stuff, next mentions on the list. Well, not exactly yaoi, but while we're on the subject of Mpreg, Hiyama Kentaro no Ninshin, or Hiyama Kentaro's pregnancy. Oh god, this manga. So, this manga, so the whole thing is that it tells the story. So, in the manga's universe, man has the ability to get pregnant. Yeah, that's the whole story, and it tells the story of this man, Hiyama Kentaro, who got pregnant from of a one night stand, and he started to notice how people start treating pregnant people on in the workplace. It's actually a social commentary on how Japan treats a pregnant woman. and how they could advance in career, what they see in the society, how they see pregnant women in society. And the story is trying to tell what happens if men could get pregnant. Will they be treated differently? Or yeah, that kind of story. And the only thing I actually put this on this is actually a dishonorable mention. The only reason why I bring this up, because this actually got a Netflix live action adaptation. Oh my god. So this actually got a Netflix live action adaptation this year. You can I haven't seen it yet, but I probably tune into that. I probably watch it after this stream. So please check that out. It's called Kiyama Kentaro's no Nishin. Or just type in the Google Mpreg Manga. Mpreg Manga Netflix. That's what I type in, and now I have to answer to authorities. Okay. Next one in the list. Next honorable mention. Sarazanmai. Which is probably belong to another separate list. Wow, that is a huge. Yo. I should probably check out the director's other works like Penguin Drum or Kuma 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 or what else. Also, one thing that I noticed, has Ryo and Manabu always that pale in the posters? I guess it's to signal. I guess that serves as a foreshadow for the anime. I just really like the ending theme of this. The Stand By Me. God, I wish I could do a cover of that. Because it's also like in my brother's Anisong playlist. And next up on the list, Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. Well, not entirely a yaoi, but there is a couple of yaoi moments in there. There's this like one gag in the episode where Zetsubou Sensei was like start to like took off his glasses and start to see, or try to see people for what they are on the inside. And just smash cut to him going to a gay district and just and spend the night with a transvestite. Oh god. But it's the honorable mention with the final chapter of the ending, because how the end. So at the end, they revealed that the main girl, the one that Kafuka, was actually dead all along, and that her consciousness has lived inside amongst the students. And one of the students is this male, I forgot what his name was, god damn it. And so Fuka possessed the male student, and they finally got married while being under possession. That's where the yaoi ending comes from, because the whole subtleties in the interaction between the male student and Zetsubou Sensei, as you can see on this promotional material here. So yeah, the author basically throwing a saving throw, throwing a bone to all Fujoshis, making this pairing somewhat canon. Next on the list, I actually forgot to. there a sorry, what? Is there a Twitch channel? Unfortunately, no. I'm just doing my stream here on YouTube. I haven't gone into Twitch yet. Also, welcome. I'm just like going through some honorable mention on the list. Oh, looks like I haven't I forgot to put this other next on the list on my honorable mention. But one manga, one particular manga that I want to mention is My Brother's Husband by Gengoro Tagame. So My Brother's Husband, it tells a story about this a divorced man, a single father. One day he was visited by this foreigner dude, and who claims to be the husband of his twin brother. And he told them that his twin brother has recently passed away. So the guy decided to visit his family, the main character, in Japan. I must say that it's surprisingly educative for a manga to tell us about the conditions of the gay society in Japan, and it's surprisingly educative for to tell Japanese people about the LGBT plus community. Another of Gengoro Tagame's works that I wanted to read is Our Colors. Okay, full disclosure. Those two Gengoro Tagame works are the only Gengoro Tagame works that I'm willing to read. I'm not planning to touch anything else by the dude's hand, because Gengoro Tagame is a doujin artist, and his doujin works are very infamous for posting a really fucked up bara stuff. And I know I'm sort of degenerate, but I drew a line in Gengoro Tagame's works. I feel like if I read the doujins, I'll probably reach a line that I'll probably reach a point of no return in terms of being a yaoi guy. Anyway, next up on the list, on the honorable mention list. Seriously, I forgot to put like some of this on my. Hold on, I forgot to put some stuff on this list. Damn, dude. Hold on, let me just because I really want to talk about this. Let me just yeah, but I'm trying to look up for the safe for work images. Yeah, there we go. Save image as. We're gonna go through this real quick. Why it hasn't shown up? Damn it. Oh, there it is. So, next up on this list, I know Ataeru Kemonotachi. Another furry anime. God damn, another furry manga. God damn it. So yeah, I know Ataeru Kemonotachi, or translated in English as Beast Giving Love. it tells a story about this guy who got for surgeon who was transported into other world, but unfortunately for him, he was captured and turned into a sex slave. And by the time the story starts, he was sexually assaulted multiple times until that he was very weak. And then one day he met this bear beastman. So for context, the world that he was transported in, there was like all beast people who can transform from into beast form and human form. So this bear half beast purchased the main character. I already forgot what their names was. And then they noticed that he's really attracted to main character, and turns out in the world there's this thing called pairing, where basically it's their equivalent for soulmate. And the bear notices that they're soulmates, and the bear has a roommate, a lion half beast, who also discovered that he's also a soulmate with the main character. So they engage in this what's it called, a threesome relationship. Yeah. And turns out the MC is a bottom, and in this universe men can get pregnant. So yeah, I read the so this series started as a web novel on Shiotetsu, and it only got recently adapted into a manga. And yeah, you can go and check that out. It's called Beast Giving Love, or Aiwo Atairo Kemonotachi. If I must say, yeah, afterwards the story is just really how should I say it? It's really sweet. It's really wholesome story. It's borderline wholesome, and some of the stuff they're engaged in really questionable stuff. Like a bunch of the chapters has this really trigger warning to it. So they try to pass it off as being wholesome, but in the retrospect, it's kind of problematic. You'll know if you read the web novel. And finally, the last honorable mention on this list is transform screen Castle Swimmer. Yeah. So for those who doesn't know, Castle Swimmer is Castle Swimmer is this webtoon, Western webtoon. It tells the story of this tells the story of a bunch of fish people in under the sea. It's basically should I say this? Yeah. So so there's this mermaid legend of this golden mermaid that serves as a beacon of hope to all of the fish kinds. And one day he stumbled upon this colony of shark people, and the shark people, they were cursed to having this constant accident, and he met with this prince who has never encountered said accident because of people trying to protect him, and they start to engage and they start to fall for each other. And I only read like the first season of the webtoon. I haven't gone to the second season yet. So the first season, this is spoiler. It ends with the shark prince discovering that he was actually the one who cursed the people because he has this curse. And his people, the only way to escape the curse was to sacrifice the prince. But the shark people really loves the prince so much, instead they decided to protect him. And one day he decided to escape the colony, so in order to save the people and to get them as far away as from the curse. And they start to, with the yellow mermaid guy, they started dating, and that's where the season 2 comes in, where they having this separate journey. Yeah. Oh, anyway, that's the end of the honorable mention. Should I go with the dishonorable mention? Dishonorable mention, Boku no Pico. My list just said no. Just no. Yeah. So dishonorable mention. First one, we have Boku no Pico. When I said to that I'm doing this stream, wow, my chat is filled with like bot. I should work on that. Later. So yeah, when I was announcing this Yaoi 3x3 stream, I got a message to tell me to put Boku no Pico. Well, let me tell you something. Boku no Pico ruined my life. I should probably mention this at the beginning of the stream. The one reason why Boku no Pico wasn't mentioned on this list is that no. Just no. There are other things that are better than Boku no Pico. I remember this one cosplay event. It's a really private cosplay event. It was at a cafe. It was last year. And one of the cosplayers tried to put Boku no Pico poster outside of the venue. And I was like, no, dude, don't do that. Yeah, seriously, just don't. Also, I forgot to mention why I'm really so against Boku no Pico. So I was really like, I forgot what it was. I was still living with my aunt. So I guess it was 2012. It was 2013. And a friend of mine actually gave me his own copy of Boku no Pico for me to watch, and I watched it, and oh my god, just no, and basically my life started going downhill from there. I had like it's the same. A couple months later, I did this performance, and I broke like a prop, and my grade starts falling down. You can actually find the clip of me breaking a cosplay prop on my old videos. It's the Kirito sword one. It's the Kingdom Hearts cosplay video. I broke Kirito's sword. It's the same year, even, and it's a couple of months after I watched Boku no Pico, and then my grades start nosedive. Basically, everything just goes downhill from there. Dishonorable mention, any Omega first Yaoi. Yeah. And then Hiyama Kentaro no Ninshin, the Mpreg Manga, I've already mentioned that a couple of minutes ago. And finally, Dramatical Murder. Yeah, Dramatical Murder. It's a visual novel, and the only reason why it was in this honorable mention is because it has a anime adaptation, but it was by Studio Dean. So, from that sentence alone, you can already tell that it's going to be shit. But I do have one particular story with Dramatical Murder. So, I have this friend, a cosplay friend, who was a really massive fangirl. And once he asked me to download the game because I have unlimited because I have my own internet connection. So I download the game for her, and in exchange, she would give me 2 copies of Fudekage, which is sports manga. So she gave me she got the volume 2 and 3 of Fudekage, which I ended up translating. Yeah, in exchange for pirated copies of Dramatical Murder. And that's the end of the tonight's stream. This is a really short one because I got so low energy because I got hungry in the middle of the way. Sorry for that. I actually plan to make this a really long stream, but going into it, I wasn't really. It was surprisingly short than what I thought it originally would, as it always does in this stream actually. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I had a really enjoyable time, really talking about the degenerate side of things. So, what's your favorite yaoi series? Let me know in the comments below, and I might read it or mention it in future streams. Yeah, I hope you like what you see. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more of this kind of stream, I do 3x3 streams once a month, I think. Just give me just give me a topic in the comments, and I'll probably make another list. I do have an upcoming list where I talk about a romantic comedy series that I really like, a rom-com manga, rom-com anime. Yeah, I've already made that list. So yeah, that's probably going to be my 3x3 anime list next month. So yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I also do stream some games on YouTube. I mostly stream this mobile game Gai, and recently I'm streaming Metal Slug. Yeah, I stream Metal Slug. So yeah, be sure to check that out. Be sure to check the VOD once you've done watching this. If you want to support me, I have a link to my Patreons and Coffee down below. I'm currently trying to raise money so I can upgrade my computer setup, so it can finally have a graphics card, which I currently don't have. I even streaming in like 24 FPS, but sometimes it dipped so hard into like 10 FPS on my stream, which for today's standards is really unwise. So yeah, I'm currently raising money to get a decent graphics card, so please consider donating down below. I also have Patreons where you can sign up and have 1 week early access to all of my future contents, such as manga translation and other stuff. Speaking of manga translation, I also have a blog over at citrussteam.blogspot.com, link at the description, where I translate a bunch of mangas. This week on the blog we have Ake no Tobari chapter 252 to 253, and which will become available on MangaDex tomorrow. Anyway, shout out to all of my Patreons over at patreon.com/Nanaten. We have Cameron Moriarty, Gregory, Tracy Umeda, TWil, The Mirror, and Kevin. Thank you so much. If you want to see your name on this list, be sure to sign up to my Patreon over at patreon.com/Nanaten. I don't know how many times that I'm going to mention that, because I keep forgetting that I have already mentioned that on the same sentence. I have a really short-term memory, forgive me. So yeah, that's the end of tonight's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm probably going to do either a Guy stream or a Metal Slug stream on Monday. I keep saying this, but I plan on doing an IRL stream where I try to fertilize a bunch of corns at a cornfield, I mean, and I will do an IRL stream. But for some reason the schedule always got delayed. My parents got really busy, so we couldn't like go to the cornfield and start working on them. I'll probably going to like edit this chat stream because it is full of bots. The previous the previous setup when I was doing this, when I was setting up this stream, didn't really have that issue, but I had to reset a couple of stuff because I want to add like some flair to the chat box. So yeah. My teeth finally start getting numb. That means it's time to end tonight's stream. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye! And end stream.